We're joined in the media center by Brainerd, a funny car winner. Ron Capps finishing up the Brainerd event. This will officially count as a Brainerd win. This is his second win of the season, his fifth victory at Brainerd, and third consecutive Brainerd win. Ron, it's obviously a different situation, but still battling John out there. You always get up for him, he gets up for you. What was that final round like with him, even having to delay it for a couple of weeks?
Well, today seemed like, remember the movie The Jerk when Steve Martin meets the girl? He's like, yesterday seemed like a day, and then this morning it seemed like 2 days. Well, it's been... Remember that?
Yes!
Am I the only one? It was hard waiting all this time, but it was cool knowing you're going to race fours. You're going to do an Indy of all places, and on a Saturday night, under the lights. We knew that was going to happen regardless. So it was hard. Usually, the ladder, you got to wait a night to know who you're going to race, get ready for the next morning, and this long. And then Forrest comes up, with his stuff at the press conference with Traxxas about how I was the guy he beat for his first Ford win in Brainerd, and it's only natural that he should get whatever number that he could break a record with Ford by winning 79. And he said it would be for a Brainerd win against me again. And I'm like, well, shit, we'll just give you the trophy then, right? I mean, but we joked around because you don't know. People are like, oh, they're having problems, they smoke the tires. I just stopped people and said, you obviously don't know Jimmy Crockett, John Forrest, especially John Forrest. He can work magic. I don't know what he can do, how he does it, but you never count him out, even when he's down and out like they have been. I figured they're going to run 399, I really did. And I thought, Toby, you're going to have to run 399 or better, and I got to be on my game. So with that all being said, today just seemed like another 2 weeks. Threat of rain, and it's just waiting. He had lane choice. I couldn't wait to just get it over with. So I've been getting messages from Jed and Christy on the track up there, and so right away I called them and left a voicemail that we won their race finally 2 weeks later. So like I told everybody on the TV, that trophy's going to go to all the Napa stores. It's going to make its rounds in Minnesota. So fans can call up. Like the Stanley Cup. I want to come down, have fun with it, dress it up, take pictures, fondle it, whatever you want to do. And then it's going to go to Jen and Christy, and I want something put up with that trophy out in the zoo, however they can do it, because that's where it belongs. And it was cool to win here, but it's third one in a row. I mean, it's just crazy what Ron Toba does with the race car. So I'm just lucky to be driving it.
Did the track conditions here make it more difficult to win that race?
Well, everybody said he had lane choice at Brainerd going to the final for that 02 against our 07. But I promise you, if I would have had wipers, I would have had to turn them on for that semifinals. It was that wet. He leaned on the car to turn the screw and almost slipped on the car, and then he slipped on the ground walking away from it. I'm telling you guys, it was the most water I've ever had on a windshield, and I didn't think it'd go 2 feet in Brainerd when we beat the Lexus. He had run already, and there was a little bit of a break, then that rain started coming. Well, he went 02, we went 07 on a wet racetrack. So I promise you we could have gone 02 or right around there. So it wasn't like we were outclassed if we were to run that final. So I wasn't worried about that. Lane choice, fine. I thought, okay, we're going to Indy, so it's okay. And then when Tobler unloaded the 05 last night, I said, man, we're in a good place. Today's run, the first run, I let it get out of the groove. It was trying to really haul the mail, and it torqued up and took me out to the right, and I let it get out of the groove. Tobler said I wouldn't have made it anyway, but I was really mad at myself all afternoon after that run. And then what happens, Forrest puts us over in that right lane again, and it's dark. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I didn't want to let it get to the right. I knew we were trying to run a low 4.0, and I put in a little bit staging, so it's probably a 4 flat if I would have done my normal qualifying staging. But John Forrest is always rolling in deep, and I don't want to get beat on a hole shot by the numbers, so I just went in a little bit more, and I never saw him. So I don't think it mattered to answer your question, lane choice. Obviously it didn't, but we would have been good in either lane. But me personally, I had some demons from that first run today, and I'm glad I was able to get those out of the way and just get it right down the track.